we are back. Sorry. And we are back in Minecraft again. Welcome everyone. Last we left off, I was, getting all the materials ready so I could start building the castle off stream, and, well, there it is. I mean, it's not complete. Wow, that's inconvenient timing. But it's still morning, so I don't think mobs should be Huh. Well, alrighty then. I don't think mobs should be spawning quite yet. But this took a lot of... This took a lot of bricks. This isn't going to be like the permanent entrance. This is just like the one that exists for now. And yeah, lightning storm and all that, so I can sleep through it. To the next morning without rain. Now, to give a quick overview of it so far. I mean to make this, have a thing going up anyways. Turret and all. Kind of what these are meant for and all that. You know, okay, kind of important. But this took a lot of stone bricks to build. It is not finished yet. Caveat there. Not finished yet. However, I do think it's looking pretty good. These walls are 11 blocks high, with buttresses and machicolations. The turret is probably going to be the next thing to get completed. It shouldn't really take that much more resources to finish the turret right there. And the actual towers, that's going to require a bit more work. But I've never really shied away from work on this so far, so I mean, you know. It's not like I'm stuck without having anything I'm able to do, so to speak. Get as much string as I can, as has been produced up at the string farm. That is... I think that's only this dark because of that. Anyways. With darkness and silence to tonight. You get the idea already. I think I've worn out the bit at this point. Much as I love Snake Eater, I can only sing it so many times while going up the same goddamn ladder. How much string hath ye produced? A respectable amount. Ah, what the fuck? Windows key. There's one key that I think is more useless than any other on the keyboard. It is the Windows key. Like, I'd disable it if I knew how to. But unfortunately, I'm kind of stupid, so... I'm gonna blow this up with TNT later. It's a necessity. Good gravy! Huh. This is, this is getting out of hand. I think that's a bit more than I bargained for. uh... Well then. Hey, don't go putting eggs in my inventory. I haven't asked for them yet. I think this is a decent amount of candles. I really am gonna need to do something about these farms sooner or later. And, maybe, just maybe get, set of droppers going all the way down. Well, hello, happy guest. Or I guess not droppers, but hoppers going all the way down. Probably be somewhat efficient. Anyways. Where's all my wood at? Hmm. You know, I think it probably would be best if I moved a lot of my building supplies down there so I don't have to keep doing this back and forth between my house, my current house at least, and the castle, which is going to be my more long-term house. Uh-huh. This is temporary lighting. This way, I can actually focus on building. So... Am I filling in part of the walls? Yeah. So now I need to grab my flint and steel, some more stacks of the wood. Some might say that I'm just delaying, that I am just delaying making the, or rather getting to the end. To that I say, yes. I am. I know I'm dicking around. Yeah, I fucking know that. I like taking my time. Someone tells me that I'm wasting time, and I say, how about I waste some more? I think that's about the healthiest thing you can do in response to someone telling you you're wasting time. Unless it's like an actually urgent matter, then, you know, that's different. Wait a minute, do I have I have exactly 300 diamonds. Hot damn, nice. Get a stack of iron ingots here so that I can I only need one stack of iron ingots. It's purely so that I can, have something to make new flint and steels with, since, honestly, I'm not entirely too sure if I'm going to have enough, these are coming up nicely. Get the fuck out of here. Not too fond of puppies. I just realized my mistake. Uh, I didn't mean to do that. That was, not the intent. That mistakes have been made. We're blaming Israel and moving on. Now, let me guess. In here? No. I know they can't possibly be on top of the walls. Like, that wouldn't be possible. I'm only carving out, openings into each of the towers like this, because of, well, I need to be able to access it. Just the most boring reason imaginable. Access. So, if I'm remembering history correctly, most turrets like this, you're going to see something, very specific go on with the actual how they're set up. Usually, it's not going to be a ladder going up a turret, not like this. If the purpose is strictly getting from the ground floor up to the top, usually you're going to see something like a spiral staircase, and that's actually fairly easy to do in Minecraft. If you're wondering why I'm doing this, it's purely to save resources. But yeah, this is literally as easy as it gets. Build a spiral staircase. Boom. Of course, this would not be ideal. So we're actually going to build it up one. Or rather, more like up two. We build around the limitations of geometry. Yep, as you can see, it needs to be up two, instead of just up one. Will mean that this wall can have a set of stairs leading down. Like so. This one can be on level. Now, to get up to the actual battlements, the top of the turret, you actually would have ladders. There's going to be a stair over this, so don't worry too much about this. And we'll do something like a lantern for the top. Oh, fuck you, skeleton. Mav is detecting range, right? I can sleep. I can. Burn, you stupid hoe. He's going for the shade. I'll kill him later. He can't contest me in close quarters combat. Oh. He died before he could get there. Good. So, 2, 2. Alright, I'm going to need more bricks now, but before I do that, we're going to... Actually... Maybe not. Yeah. And there will be a hatch right here. They'll be able to... Yep. No. I need to get myself a new axe. There we go. Now, usually a turret like this might not have machicolations. If I'm remembering my medieval architectural history properly. Which I might not be, but... There we go. If I'm not remembering it correctly, I'm sure someone in the comments, well, I'm sure someone will correct me. Well, that's where that fucker is hiding. I guess he does get shade under there. He's trapped in a 1x1, though. Just kind of funny. Choose to blindly believe. Well, I appreciate your blind loyalty. And usually a turret like this, to get back into the historical realism aspect of it, usually a turret like this would, would. Usually a turret like this would be exposed to the elements. That is not something that this is not something that they would usually go out of their way to cover up. Second. There we go. Much better. And technically, these as well wouldn't always have doors in the first place. So. For up on walls like this, it was more commonplace to see lanterns, because those are actually enclosed from the elements. Don't have to worry about rain or whatever snuffing out a lantern now, do you? Ow, what the fuck? Why is my ankle itch? Now, I'm thinking that I'll make the general keep, like, take up this L shape here. So, Yeah. And then this area here will be... I don't think this is big enough to trying to make a super smelter here worthwhile. So there's not going to be a super smelter in there. That's where the trading is going to happen. So if I don't already have signs, I can just make a few. Eventually, you know. Now I'm thinking, well, it's actually not a very large area. This would this be? How long is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 by what? 4? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, 5. Wait. Hmm. I might be able to... I could definitely fit a super smelter in this area. Might not be the largest ever, but it would be one. Hmm. No, I think I'll leave that for a subterranean job. So let's see. Should I do that area back there as the main key? No. Not doing it strictly, like, historically accurate to any one, to any one structure, mind you. So, yeah, this L shape will be the main keep. I think I'll have the, like, kitchen and craft area on this side here. Maybe like a forge, something. Storage, 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 storage. This side will be a lot of storage. And, yeah. Let's get to work on that. I'm just kind of winging it, by the way. Uh, I'm not exactly sure what the end product will look like, but fuck it, we ball. I can have one of these, uh, or I can have these towers exit out on the different levels. I think that's a good idea. One, two, three, four, five, six. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One, two, three, four, five, six. What do you think, Jester? Do you think, what do you think of the kind of layout that I'm thinking up so far? I think some of it will end up being built off stream, simply because it takes me a really long time to decide things, I've learned. Glad to hear so. I think this will be like a central hall sort of thing. Dense room layout? Plain. This is a bit much. Hmm. This kind of gives it the illusion of being a much larger door than it actually is. This is one of those cool little things that you can do, you know? Yeah. Hmm. And there we go. Now, small tunnel. Now, stone brick will be making up the flooring. However, It's not that simple. Because while stone brick may be making up the flooring, there's going to be a lot of carpet set down as well. This means I'm going to need a lot more stuff. Actually, hang on. I want to check something. Historical castle. Right, so it would be stone bricks and it would be stone bricks and carpet. However, that's mostly for the ground floor. Upwards from that, you'd be seeing more wood. Memory serves. So let me see if I can't actually... Okay. You go in there. Going to need some glass and some other things. Yeah. I want to see if I can make like my brain really just isn't in it today, sorry. I'm trying my best here, but unfortunately my brain is deciding it's gonna be a low efficiency day. Maybe andesite? That actually does look like it would look pretty good on it. Polished andesite slabs. Or maybe... yeah. Gonna have 3 as that. And we're going to see what looks better, the polished deep slate slabs or the tile slabs. Also, unrelated to Minecraft, but yesterday I started a rewatch of Black Clover with my dad. For no other reason than the fact that it's supposed to be, airing again, shortly here. Season 2 or 3, I guess. Excited for that. A huge fan of Black Clover, actually. I can't wait for the anime to get its continuation. Get to finally see my boy in the, my boy Asta in the Spade Kingdom arc. Or the Spade War arc. Alright, compare that to tile, or rather, smooth. Alright. Stone brick with the smooth. Yeah, see my boy pop off. I want to see Perfect Devil Union animated, honestly. Now, what do you guys think? Do you think the tile looks better? Or do you think the smooth looks better? Because honestly, I'm not too sure right now. Tile or smooth? Tile or smooth? Tile or smooth? Smooth has less noise? You think so? Yeah, it kind of does, don't it? Alright. Smooth then it be. Hang on a second. Okay, back. And, happy Memorial Day, everyone. Despite being a veteran myself, I had kind of, I don't really pay attention to the days all too closely as they go by, so I hadn't realized that, that was today. Ah. And to anyone else in the audience, if anyone in the audience has served, thank you for your service. One veteran to another. And to any Vietnam vets who might be in here, a welcome home to you. I remember talking to a Vietnam vet this one time, long before I had ever actually joined the army, and I remember distinctly him telling me that hearing the words "welcome home," at least to him, meant so much more than just thank you for your service on its own. So, a happy Memorial Day to you. And yeah, let's keep it rolling, yeah? Now, I think this is looking good so far. I'm not gonna have enough. I'm gonna have to go back for more, tile. I think I at least have enough to rim it so far. Do I have enough to fill in this area? I don't. Oh! At least that's what that, veteran told me. That might not, be universally applying, but that is what he said. That is what he had told me. That saying welcome home, meant so much more than just, on its own, thank you for your service. Which, if I remember him telling me about the why, it's because a lot of them didn't get a welcome home simply because of how you say politicized that war was, or I mean, obviously it was politicized, but any war in human history is, but you get the idea, I think. Make some stairs just in case. You gotta understand that Vietnam was the first instance of a war. If I'm getting my actual media history this time correct, Vietnam was the first case of a war where journalism was just widespread. I don't know if widespread is quite the right word for it, but damn, how do you say? It was the first war where media was a huge factor in it. By all means, if you actually look at the scoreboard, we whooped Vietnam's ass in Vietnam. Like, look at the scoreboard there. If you're counting a win by, you know, troops lost, in just attrition rate, if that's how you're accounting for the win, we didn't lose Vietnam. We pulled out because it was more of a defeat on the home front than it was a actual strategic defeat. The war had gotten very unpopular. It was already unpopular, but media basically amped that to 11. That's the effective TLDR of Vietnam. Right? From a strategic standpoint, no, we didn't lose Vietnam. But we did, leave Vietnam. That's basically like... This is going to be a bit of a fucked up comparison, but imagine if the fucking school, a big dude was whooping a little guy's ass, and then he grows bored and stops whooping his ass. Does that mean that the little dude won the fight, or does that mean that the big dude grew bored and decided to stop beating the guy senseless? Here's your trivia of the day, if you will. Who wins in the situation where in that given situation? It was a bit of a tangent that I went on there, aside. In any case, yeah, so be that as it may, now I lost my own train of thought. Why am I so good at distracting myself from what I'm trying to think about? Like, is that just normal? Or do I have... I feel like there's no way I'm the only VTuber that's as scatterbrained as I am. I kind of refuse to believe that. Boom. As far as flooring goes, I don't think this looks too bad. Now. How long is this? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, yeah, I figured that'd be the case. It's 4. What? Oh. Yeah. If you're wondering what I am doing here, I'm making little alcoves for the candles. And yes, I'm deliberately making the corners like this. That is deliberate. Three. I hear my puppy barking outside my door. Give me a moment. Oh, yeah. Little baby. That's my little baby. My goodness. Little Shiba Inu. Hi. Hi. Do you want a piece? No. The fluffy baby. And ouchios. Sorry about the wait. Sorry about that, guys. My puppy wants some attention, and you know I can't just ignore I can't just ignore my little Shiba. I think I'll put something like a painting here or something. Or ooh, a fireplace. That would be pretty cool. Yeah. And I do want to get bamboo trapdoors, since they have a cool opening. Well, they have a cool design pattern to them. It is purely because they look cool that I want the bamboo. And a log will be running up the way. Anyways, let's see. How do I wanna? Ooh, I got an idea. I think I just had a really cool idea. I could have something like a great table wrapping around a central fire pit spine. Like you know the Companions Hall in Skyrim? The Hall of the Companions? Your Vasker, I think it's called. I could have something like that going on where it's like let's see, like these 2 blocks, fire, 1, 2, 3, table, and then 3 more, or rather 2 more table wrapping around it, and then, oh yeah, yeah, that, I think that would be really cool. Okay, side quest time. Alright, so once the sun is down, I wanna, and it's actually nighttime, I wanna see this, how this lighting actually looks in here. Because so far, the full darkness hasn't set in yet. And you can see it slowly becoming more dark. More dark. More dark. More dark. More... Oh, lordy, is it getting dark. Oh, hey, Bob, thanks for the follow. And... Wow. This lighting is actually kind of a mood. I really like this. And I really think that, like, that, a central, like, fire pit would... Hello, Bob, or Bob B. Welcome to the chat. First time I've seen you, put in a message here. Thanks for hopping in. I really appreciate you being here, and I hope you enjoy the stream. So, I'm thinking... Definitely not polished deep slate for the table. I think that would look really weird. The table will be spruce. Yeah, the table will be spruce. Now... the pit is going to be sunken in. So... Let me quickly kind of suss out. So, 3, 2 for the table. Eight, 10. Yeah. Yeah. Are you ready? Are you ready? I've never actually seen that movie. I definitely should watch it. I don't remember its exact name though. It is an older Disney movie, back from before Disney. Yeah, that's a movie from before Disney went hyper gay. Is it insensitive for me to say that? Fucking probably, but I really don't give a shit right now. Now, I'm going to need at least 20 fire pits for this. Fortunately, I have more than a fucking enough wood. Alright, so I'm going to need exactly 60 wood. And... actually, exactly 60 sticks as well. Yes, I know, I'm burning. Been good so far. You don't understand me? Don't worry, I don't understand me either. I'm kind of stupid. I can't say I know any Arabic. Uh, so... Uh... Unfortunately, I can't quite, I don't think I can quite bridge that gap there. But, welcome to the stream nonetheless. It is indeed an unfortunate gap, but hey, we work with this. I hear my puppy outside my door whining at my door, but she doesn't really want to come in. Like, she comes in, sniffs around, and then immediately leaves again. Alright, give me a second. I need to check on my dog. Maggie saw. What? My baby. Wake up. Wake up. Meow. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Meow. Hang on. Yes, hang on. Wake up. I am back with my puppy in my lap this time. She doesn't want to stay here. She is already trying to get off. All right. Nagisa, hop down. Hop down. You gonna hop down? Yep. Got it. All right. Nagisa, go to grandma. Go to grandma. Hi, baby. Yes, hello. Really? Such a baby. I'll post a picture of my puppy since I know she's made a couple surprise appearances over the mic before. So yeah, let's I think next stream? No. I'm not going to be actually showing my puppy off, but not like on stream, but anyone who follows my Twitter, they will get to see the baby. Nope. And she's under my desk now. Would you understand me if I... Do you understand if I type it out like this? I'm sorry, man. Let me see if I can't get a Google Translate up.
أعتذر، لا أستطيع ردم الهوة مع لغتك.
Bye-bye, then. Unfortunately, I don't have any sort of auto-translation stuff, so... I'm not sure if he just... Not entirely sure what the dude was doing here with Arabic as his main language. I didn't think that I'd be being advertised on the Arab side of Kick. I hope Muhammad is not a follower. That would be awkward. Nagisa, what? Pretty. Oh, hello. Oh my goodness. Little baby. But yeah, I think this works as like a central dining hall. What do you think? Do you think that... Yeah, this table is too fucking wide. Like obnoxiously wide. There we go. I think what the fuck is this my looting? I have found you. Do not resist. Yeah, the length is fine. It was just... It was a wide motherfucker. Nagisa, what? Really? Go to Grandma, Nagisa. Nagisa, go to Grandma. You don't want to. Why not? Do you think I'm going to be able to do any better in that regard? Really? Give me a moment. I have I have to see what the fracas with my puppy really is. Nagisa, what? What? All right, I'm back. So I figured out why my puppy was caterwauling at me as she was, and the answer: her grandma's door was closed. She was raising hell because the door was closed, and she didn't want it to be closed. Well, how about that? Alright, so... for this, I am actually going to be making the walls, 3 blocks thick. Simply, and the reason for it is actually very simple. Alright? The reason I'm making the blocks, the walls as thick as I am, is so that the candles can sit in properly. Well, not this wall, naturally. This wall, I can already do it with the candles just fine. I don't know why, but I just had a memory pop up. I remember back, this was years ago, Game Theory made a video on which of the factions would actually win in For Honor. And they said the Samurai faction would win by an overwhelming margin. And they... oh my god, they use so many misconceptions about the katana as their evidence for that. It's like, oh my god, it was such a bad video. Like, I like game theory, mind you. That video was really bad. Like, holy hell, that video was bad. Yep, no, that's gonna be a problem. The fuck? can't remember anything about the video other than it being so basically one of the arguments that they were going by is sharpest sword katana. You know, the fucking brain dead where it's like, oh yeah, the katana is the best sword. It's so sharp. Ignoring the fact that the katana was not meant for going up against metal armor. All right, all right. That's a very important detail I want you to remember. Is that the katana was not meant to go up against metal armor. The armor in Japan that you largely saw for the majority of history, that katana was one, a sidearm. The samurai were primarily horseback archers, for one. And for two, samurai were primarily cavalrymen. They were not the guys who were down on the ground swinging swords. Or rather, they were on the ground, but usually a samurai's weapons, their main weapons, dickhead. Motherfucker thought it was sweet up in here. It's getting hot in here, so take off all your clothes. Now, how I'm doing candles here is not necessarily historically accurate either. I will say that outright. What I'm doing here is not necessarily historically accurate. This is just what I think looks good right now. The lighting, the fact that I am using candles, that is a historical accuracy. That doesn't mean everything that I do in this world is going to be a historical accuracy. I mean, I have mob farms. That isn't exactly all that historically accurate. I don't remember King Henry, for example, ever talking in his memoirs about how awesome his mob farm was. I wonder if there's any, like, castle nerds out there that just see how I'm building the castle and their reaction is just like, no! That's not historically accurate! You can't do that! No! I'd imagine there has to be at least one out there that's like that. I mean, I'm definitely a nerd myself. I don't think you can be a VTuber without being a fucking nerd. Like, let me put that one forward, front, and center right now. But okay, I broke my flint and steel lighting candles. Got it. It's a good thing I've got so fucking many more. Let's see here. I picked up the fucker's grass block. It's mine now. Trophy. You know, like, I may not feel like it's a lot of progress right now, but compared to where I started, with this plot of land, I think I'm making pretty substantial progress with this. Ultimine is definitely helping me a lot, though. Like, I am definitely getting hard carried by, that one quality of life mod. But I mean, hey, look at it. There used to be a large tract of nothing, and now there's actually something here. I think that's pretty cool. See how well lit this... This is honestly a lot better lit than I thought it would look. So if I were to... Lord knows this is already much, much bigger scale than my last house. So I'm thinking maybe I'll have like a... hello, zombies. And this is what the matriculations are for, eh? Enemy right there. I can... If I had a bow, I could just shoot at them. And eventually, I will regularly be, starting raids, with the fucking illagers in the sort. Once the castle is finished. Once the castle is finished, I will be doing raids. Simply because, literally, there won't be any way for them to be able to get into the castle to attack my villagers. Mainly because they can't open fences. Pop. But so... I think I'll have like a dual platform up here and over there. It's like overlooking the main hall down there. Probably another storage room on a second level over there. Then guess I'll figure it out from there, huh? Nerds! Your mother was a hamster and your father smelt of elderberries. Now go away before I taunt you a second time. Okay, that insult, now that I'm a little older, a little wiser. When I was a kid and I first thought that, I thought it was just kind of a silly nonsense. That isn't a silly nonsense. If you break it down, your mother was a hamster. Hamsters fuck like crazy. Alright? So it's basically saying your mother was a whore. And your father smelt of elderberries. Elderberries were back then and to this day often used in making wine. So it's calling your father a drunk. So if you break it down, your mother was a hamster and your father smelt of elderberries. That's basically saying your mother was a whore and your father is an alcoholic. Which I think is... that's particularly funny. I can't even deny that. That's funny. I fart in your general direction. So, let's see. I'm going to need a lot more stone bricks, but that's honestly pretty easy for me to make. Especially with this here. The matriculations also prevent spiders from being able to climb up. Because if it was just a flat wall, they'd just be able to scale up and over. But because of the matriculations, if they try to climb up, they get stopped. Pretty cool, right? So, dual purpose. I can attack enemies that are below me, both, you know, morally and physically. And I can, yeah. Now, what else I'm going to do, and I am going to be stopping the stream shortly, so I can, see to other matters. But, so, this is probably going to be, so this is 11 blocks up. So, we'll do the second floor at 5 blocks. 5 blocks is the second floor. Instead of the normal, 4 blocks. 5 blocks, second floor. Second floor is going to have a, it's going to be, stone brick as the first layer. At least some stone brick stairs as the first layer. Basically like for, coming up into a sort of starting arch. And it's going to look like, those arches are being... Well, weren't you creative? You scaled up that. Well, he really just went and made me eat my fucking words, didn't he? Shouldn't have been able to, but he did. That's embarrassing. Anyways, so, what was I... Let me... Alright, I'm looking at something right now. Online. So it would be... got it. Got it. Yeah. So, I think how I'll do this is... the first platform is going to be supported by logs, right? It's going to be wooden platforms supported by logs, because it is not going to encompass the entirety of it. It's going to encompass basically a U shape around it. So, supported by logs can do that realistically, I think. And the same thing is going to apply on that side. It's going to be a U-shape platform overlooking the... Nerds! Burn! Burn, you weirdos. Oh, sorry. Getting sidetracked as I usually do. So, it's going to be a similar case in there, except it is going to be ringing around the entire chamber. And then over that is going to be an arched ceiling of stone bricks with some logs as a sort of structural support. Thanks to the dimensions of it, I can actually do that very cleanly. Pretty nice. Then over that is going to be a layer of wood. And that is basically going to be the, how you say... That's gonna be the top floor. It's going to be accessible from the battlements here. That's where some other things, like a lot of crafting stuff, is gonna be. And my house is gonna be over that. I think that's a pretty clean division of construction. Where I'm actually going to be living is going to be basically over this rectangular area. And this area over here is basically going to be like a courtyard that's atop the battlements. If that makes sense. Yeah. I'll figure it out. Nothing's set in stone yet. No pun intended. Aside from the fact that candles are going to be used as the primary means of lighting up this entire thing. So far, I think it's starting to look pretty good. I don't think it's a historically accurate castle by most means. I'm pretty sure that any historian, if they were to hear me call this a historically accurate castle, would immediately cringe. But, you know, I think it's starting to look good, especially considering that not too long ago, there was literally nothing here except land that I had to flatten out to get this far. Yeah. All things considered, I think this is a pretty good start. There's a great table where there didn't used to be one. A big oh, ooh, ooh! I got a good I got an idea that I think would be really cool. I think this would be really cool. Instead of having a bunch of nothing on this top level, between the battlements and over the Great Hall and the storage room, I think something like a library. Because I remember saying that I want to build like a great library. Library and enchanting room. Something like that. That'd be really cool. I think that'd be cool. But for another time. Oh! I got it. So, this area down here, because of its size and the fact that it is kind of... No, this is perfect. This one actually... No. Because I want to give them actual rooms. I don't want to just kind of, like, stick them in. So... This area down here actually could become a decent little library for me. Or I could have, like, one of these towers, go up a bit more to act as, like, a wizard tower instead. But that'd be kind of cool. But let's see. So I need to get the measurements for it all. But I'll figure it out eventually. In the meantime, let's head back to my already finished home and see if... I mean, I know that from a glance I won't be able to tell the difference, but... I think this will be really cool once it's finally finished. Yes, you lot down there will get better living accommodations eventually. Eventually being the important word there. String farm and iron farm there. Villager breeder there. A normal farm and a bee farm right there. And the nether portal down there that I scarcely ever use. Yeah. This world's coming along.